So right in that corner right here, 14749, is the childhood home, and you know her from The Nanny, Fran Drescher, Miss Fine. Quite, her voice is quite distinguishable, and this is not your typical. If you're looking at that, it's an apartment building. Multiple families live there. It's not your typical house per se. And it's an apartment building, and we're located in Kew Garden Hills. If you do a Google search on it, it comes up as Flushing. It's really Queens, Kew Garden Hills. This is mostly a Jewish neighborhood, off of 150th Street, 72nd Drive and 150th Street. Born in 1957, raised over here in Kew Garden Hills. Of Romanian, a little bit of Polish, older sister named Nadine, and her family is Jewish. First runner-up, Miss New York teenager in 1973. She attended Flushing Parsons Junior High, which is no longer, and then Hillcrest High School in Jamaica, Queens, which is actually Ray Romano went to that school as well. She graduated from that high school in 1975. If you remember Fran Fine, from which was her character from The Nanny, and Ray Barone's character from Everybody Loves Raymond, met at a 20-year high school reunion on an episode of The Nanny. She attended Queens College for about a year, which is not too far away from here either, a couple of mere seconds away. And she dropped out because all the acting classes were filled. Hell of a career. The Nanny, at first I didn't appreciate The Nanny growing up. Now, looking at old episodes of The Nanny, it's withstood the test of time. A lot of people, comedy is not done the way that comedy was done right now. I mean, you don't have too many shows, sitcoms really don't even stick out in your mind, honestly, at the end of the day. Nanny would holds the test of time. That name sticks out, in her character. She had a small role in Saturday Night Fever, Dr. Detroit, This is Spinal Tap, UHF, Hollywood Nights. Guest appearances on several, series. But, again, 2 Emmy Awards, 2 Golden Globes, Best Actress in a Comedy TV Series. Living with Fran also came out, Happily Divorced. Other sitcoms that came out. So she's been out there, and she's definitely withstood the test of. This is right across the street. You can see these apartment buildings are the same in which Fran grew up in. Right across the street over there. Even the next building as well, and as well here. It's all same look, most likely the same size as well. Probably all owned Nice little windy
Turn left
stretch.
to 72nd Avenue.
Now we're approaching back onto 72nd Avenue. Here we are, Queens. Again, surrounding area of Kew Garden Hills. You know, the neighborhood of where Fran Drescher grew up. And this is, you know, neighborhoods, times have changed, but this is, you know, one of the main streets here, Jewel Avenue. There you see, if you notice, right there, you see it says Van Wyck Kennedy Airport. That traffic light is kind of in the way there, but that's towards the airport, Kennedy Airport, which is probably at this point hopping a skip about you know, a good couple of 5 minutes with no traffic. You know, there's not such a thing.
Turn right
like,
onto Park Drive East.
there is no such thing as no traffic here in the outer boroughs. So now Park Drive East.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto 72nd Avenue.
As we're taking the drive here. I always like to give you guys kind of a semblance of, I always talk about the real estate and, you know, how much the property would go for. You know, the property over here, again, it's a borough of Queens. So it's a pretty penny, depending on if you're buying a single family, a 2-family, even 3-family. I mean, they go and they're up there in price, you know, 800, 900, a million in certain spots. So they go. Kew Garden Hills is what is referred to. If you look it up on the GPS, it appears as Flushing. But this is one of the main thoroughfares as well in Main Street. This is mostly
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto 150th Street.
A Jewish neighborhood.
Next right onto 147th Street, then turn right onto 72nd Drive.
You know, there is people are willing to, you know, they're willing to pay whatever, because this
Take
is
the next
a
right onto 72nd Drive.
very popular, you know, area. It's near the city. It's near everything. So people are willing to
In 600 feet,
go the
turn
extra
left
mile,
onto 150th Street.
pay a little bit more on rent and, you know, stuff like that for convenience. This is off Casena Boulevard, so you can see all the apartment buildings.
Turn left onto 150th Street, then turn right.
Look the same. The next block, all the apartment buildings as well looks the same as you know, the home that Fran grew up in. And you say to yourself, do people actually want to live in these buildings? Yes. Yes, they do. Very much so. They do.